As you and your socks know, your floors may look clean, but looks can be...
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I see a question already. Anyone know where you can buy when released? Don't know. Hopefully we get that information. I am absolutely excited for this. I have been waiting for this day for a few months now. Ever since I built this new PC, this is going to be the final piece to the puzzle. And yes, it is all about Cyberpunk. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. But thank you all for hanging out here. Share this out. Let your friends know. Let everybody know. We're going to watch this reveal. And I'm excited for it. I'm really looking forward to all the performance that we're going to get out of these cards. Yeah, I hope we see the 3060 and 3070 as well. I hope so. Let me get a few things going here. Let's see. Looks like we got about 17 minutes to go. All right, let me take that there. That over here. Yeah, we should be good. Cyberpunk in 8K 120 frames. Yeah, I want that too. I don't think we're gonna get it, but I would love to get that too. All right, let's see. Let's start this thing up. All right, you guys should be seeing me. And put on my anti-glare glasses because I'm old. Hope you guys are seeing me. Should be seeing me. Should be seeing me. Huh? All right, good. Good. Sounds good. Everything good. Audio. What's going on, everyone? Yeah, this NVIDIA reveal. I'm here for it, man. I am excited for this. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. All right, glad the audio is good. All right, let me get into proper position for all this. All right, sounds good. Thank you. And again, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you, Arctic, for being a mod here. Hopefully everything goes the way that it should, and we just enjoy this event. And F you, Danny. I see you in here. My headphones have a Cyberpunk vibe to them. You know, well, these are just the regular Astro A50s. I kind of want to get the Astro A40s, that Astro ID, because you can change the colors on them and kind of get a Cyberpunk vibe going. Like, even you obviously can't see my PC, but I'm even thinking of changing the RGB. Like the lighting on here now is just red, but I'm going to change that as well. King. Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and do some Q&A. You know what? Let's change the vibe here. Let's change this up real quick. Let's change this to that. Let's get some Night City in the background while we wait. What was the question here? I'll get to that super chat in just a second. There was one before that. What did you ask me? What graphic cards do you think will be enough for 1080p 60 frames on Cyberpunk? Honestly, the 3070 should be more than enough. You might even be able to get away with it on a 3060. So I would start with the 3070. Let's see how much that's going to wind up costing and go from there. But that should more than cover you at 1080p 60. I would imagine even 1440p, you'll be fine with a 3070. Also got to remember they're improving the ray tracing performance on these cards. And with DLSS, you're gonna be able to get a lot more frames out of this as well. So those are kind of the two big things that I'm looking for on here as well, especially with the 3080, since the 3080 is rumored to only have 10 gigs, but then they're talking there's also going to be 20 gig versions as well. I know there's supposed to be more advanced memory support for games as well, so maybe they can get away with having less memory. You don't necessarily need 20, but I want to see all this play out. Like, again, going by the rumors right now, I'm thinking 3090 because I just want to go balls to the wall with everything because the 3090 is rumored to have 24 gigs of memory, DDR6X memory, 3080, DDR6X, but 10 gigs, and there's supposed to be a 20 gig variant, which I guess in reality would really be the 3080 Ti. But we'll see. We'll see here in 13 minutes what all this is going to be. And Daniel, thank you for that super chat. And you were saying hoping to get a 3090 and AMD 4950 for Cyberpunk and Flight Sim. Hoping you've been over it. Yeah, so as I was talking right now, so here's my PC right now. My CPU, I have a Ryzen 3950X. I have 64 gigs of DDR4 RAM. I have an X570 motherboard, and I can do PCIe 4.0. I'm running M.2 SSDs in here as well. So I should be good. Literally, and I have a 2080 Ti right now, but I'm going to upgrade that to either 3080 or 3090 after this event. So that's what I'm looking for. And the fact that CD Projekt Red has been hinting a lot here in the last day, and especially in the last, 6 to 8 hours about this event, tells me something Cyberpunk is going to be at this event, which, because Cyberpunk is absolutely taking advantage of DLSS and ray tracing. We already know that. I would imagine that Cyberpunk gets some kind of showcase here as far as the performance goes. I hope. That's obviously my hope. Fingers crossed. But the fact that CDPR is pretty excited about this event has me excited because, like I said, I'm literally building all this stuff around Cyberpunk. And you might hear sirens because I have my windows open. And what other questions do we have here? Arctic, you're asking me about Flight Simulator and the flight stick. If you look behind me, it is all still sitting in the box. I am waiting on a third monitor, and I'm going to basically set up a cockpit view in here. I'm reorganizing this entire office, and then I'm going to take full advantage of that. So far, I've only been playing Flight Sim using mouse and keyboard. What else do we have? How are they going to price? Yeah, prices is curious. I know we have rumors already of what the prices are going to be, but then I saw a tweet from an insider who said the prices are going to be good. So maybe there's been a last minute change to pricing. I mean, again, we don't know. We're about to find out in 11 minutes and 35 seconds. So we'll see there. And okay. Yeah, I'm assuming Arctic, you're grabbing those. Yeah, of course, people have to come in here and try and ruin something. So I would just say to the chat right now, because I'm really going to try and focus on the event. If you see idiots in here, let's just get rid of them as quick as possible. I know Danny was here earlier. Danny, I don't know if you're still around. I can make you a mod as well, because that would really help out. If you are still here, let me know. But thank you, Arctic, for being a mod while we're doing this. You're Nubius. I'm watching in school. Hey, get that education, son. Sure. All right. Yeah. Let me make Danny a mod as well. Give me 1 second here. Where is Danny? Danny. All right. Sweet. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate that. Danny, I'm going to ban everyone supporting you. Of course you will, because you're an a-hole. I would expect nothing less. Yeah, I hope they show something Cyberpunk as well. We'll see. 10 minutes. And again, thank you everyone hanging out. Thank you everyone. Super chats, subscribing to the channel and everything. Share this out on social media if you can. Let everyone know they can come hang out here. This is, just for full disclosure, this is a sponsored stream by NVIDIA. NVIDIA asked me to live stream this event. So this is a sponsored stream, but I will be giving my honest opinion on everything that we see. Don't worry about any of that. If I love what I see, I'm going to say it. If I don't like what I see, I'm going to say it. If the prices are too outrageous, I'll say it. Everything. So let's just see what this is going to be. I'm really excited for it because it really feels like NVIDIA knows they need to go all out for this. And like I said, I think Cyberpunk is going to kind of be the showcase of all of this. And yes, Jack, they are gunners. They're Division 2 gunners, as a matter of fact. Just looking at social media really quick. And retweet that. And don't worry, when the event goes live, I'll go full screen with all this. Matter of fact, probably a couple minutes ago, I'll go full screen. So we shouldn't be hearing those alerts when I go full screen. But I do appreciate everyone hanging out. Appreciate all this. This is gonna be fun. And I'll try to not talk over as too much, but if something interesting comes up or some feature, I'll definitely comment on that. And like I said, greetings from Poland. Thank you all the way from Poland. Appreciate you hanging out. Greetings from Mars. Wow, what kind of internet you got? What you on that 50 gigabit a second? Thank you everyone that's subscribing. Really appreciate that. All right. So let me put one last. Sorry, I am just putting something out on Twitter really quick, and I will be ready to go in just 1 second. Hey, Daniel, thank you for that super chat. It's interesting you bring that up, the Founders Edition. Depending on this new cooling solution, or obviously we've seen the leaks, I'm actually kind of leaning Founders Edition. I think I might do that. I just might. If I don't, EVGA is usually the trusted third-party board maker I'll go with. But depending on what we see in this event, I just might go Founders Edition. I just might. Again, we'll see with pricing, all that. Who knows? But if I do go EVGA, I'll probably go do the 4-to-1 version of whatever the card. Right now, and I know this is crazy talk with the prices. We'll see though. I'm leaning 3090 because I just want to make sure I got the best of the best. I want Cyberpunk in 4K ultra settings, above 60 frames, every RTX ray tracing, everything. So let's see if the 3080 turns out it can do what I want it to do, then I'll go 3080. But right now I'm leaning 3090, but we'll see. How you doing, Brian? Hey, hello, everyone. Oh, I got Paris. Someone's greeting me from Paris. Hey, thank you for hanging out. This is going to be awesome. Allegedly, there's a 3090. We're going by the leaks. That's all we know now. I have no inside information on anything other than NVIDIA asked me to do this live stream, which we're about to witness right now. But yeah, I'm just reading through the questions. So again, thank you all for all the questions. Thank you for sharing this out on social media. Let all your friends know. Thank you for subscribing. Everything. What is it? Hit that bell, like whatever they say on YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing still. Cyberpunk in VR. That would be trippy, especially when you go to the web. Let's see. Oh, Pakistan. Hey, greetings. Thank you for hanging out. You're waiting for the 2080 Ti to go cheaper. Well, there might be a 2080 Ti for sale right after this event. We'll see. Oh, thank you hanging out for the first live stream. Yep. VR sex scenes. Honduras. Oh, that's all. Dude, it's so awesome that the internet allows all of us around the globe to be in one place at once. And this should be fun. Thank you all for hanging out for this. And also you have to think of this too. Look, I know that Xbox and PlayStation are going AMD, as far as their GPU solutions. But I mean, the ray tracing that we potentially might see today will have an effect on the potential ray tracing that you'll see on the PlayStation 5 and the Series X. So I think if you're here for Cyberpunk or whatever game you might be here for, this could still be relevant to you, even if you're not big into PC gaming. Oh, thank you, Ace. Yeah, it's been crazy. I'll address this in the last few minutes. It's been crazy, just all the support last few months. Obviously I've made multiple appearances on IGN. I helped them out a little teeny tiny bit with their Gamescom coverage. I was co-host on the Xbox Game Showcase and Night City Wire episode 1. I was just on Kind of Funny on Xcast, filling in for Gary Whitta. Yeah, I've been on GameSpot recently. It's been wild. Did some work with Adult Swim for Samurai Jack. Obviously, I'm doing the Nvidia stuff right now. Been doing some behind the scenes stuff with EA as well. So it's been cool, man. Because while gaming is not my full time job, obviously I'm very passionate about it. I like the industry. I like everything that's going on, and these are the fun things that we get to do. So I really appreciate all the support and just everything, man. Oh, thank you, Mr. Fuzz. Appreciate that. Yeah, see, glad you brought that up, CC. Yeah, Call of Duty. I mean, that's going to be a big one as well as far as visually what they're going to do. We obviously know we're going to get next-gen versions of those on the console as well. And don't be shocked if we see Call of Duty here. Well, actually, we probably won't because I think PlayStation has the main marketing. Who knows? But who knows? I have no idea what we're going to see. I would imagine at a minimum, we're going to see Minecraft for ray tracing. We'll probably see Control for ray tracing. And then it seems like we're going to get something Cyberpunk related. And I would imagine a couple other surprises as well. Angel, I doubt it. It seems pretty entrenched that AMD is closely working with both Xbox and Sony. But NVIDIA is working with Nintendo. So whatever this next Switch is going to be will probably be NVIDIA related as far as the SOC goes. Oh, that's insane if the 2080 Ti is going for $2,000 on Newegg. All right, going on 2 minutes here. There we go. All right, should be good here. And again, thank you for everyone hanging out here during the stream. We're in the final stretch as we lead up to this reveal. And let me change something here. Yeah, oh, that's right. We're good on that. I still don't hear any sound on here. I guess we'll find out in 1 minute. Do one other thing here.
We'll see about this.
Wait till you taste these spicy nuggets.
Oh, the flames are there.
All right. Well, sound's working. Just wanted to make sure. Hey, what's going on, Chris? How you doing, man? Look, James Harden, Game 7. Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow. I cannot wait for the Rockets to choke this away tomorrow. It's going to be freaking glorious. Cannot wait. Chris CP3 is getting his revenge. I can't wait. Yeah, I definitely think I'm looking at chat. Sorry, but yeah, dude, the fact that the Rockets blew that game last night, man, I don't know. I mean, this playoff, even if the Rockets do beat OKC, I mean, they're gonna run into the Lakers, and I just don't. The Lakers have too much size for them, and obviously LeBron and AD, but they just have too much size for them. The Rockets would literally have to just be unconscious for 4 games from 3 to be able to beat the Lakers. So, all right, here we go. 30 seconds. I hope there is sound from this. Let's hope so. If not, then I have to scramble and get to another feed. But down in the last 20 seconds, like I said, I don't hear any sound coming from this. So we will see in just a second. Yeah, from what I understand, 2 hours. So let's see. Yeah, if there's no sound, let's blame Danny. I blame Danny. All right, 3, 2. All right, here we go. Oh, where is my wallet? I don't have my wallet. Shit. I'm gonna have to run out of here real quick and pre-orders go live. Yeah, let me know if I need to pump the sound up. Should be good though. Alright, thanks on the sound. I'll try to keep the talking to a minimum as we go through this. Comment as needed. What's up, Pete? If you don't mind, Pete, I'm going to make you a mod. By the way, new Astro 820s are out. Should have reviews
Welcome
soon.
to my
I'm
kitchen.
gonna shut up.
I hope all of you are staying safe. We're going to talk about an amazing GPU today. Modern GPUs are technology marvels. It is the engine of large industries from design, cloud AI to scientific computing. But it is the gamers and their insatiable demand that is the driving force of the GPU. Pulling their GPUs to create the largest distributed computer ever. 1 million gamers united to counterstrike the COVID-19 coronavirus. The result was 2.8 exaflops, 5 times the processing power of the world's largest supercomputer to simulate the virus. Folding at Home was able to simulate 100 milliseconds, a tenth of a second in the life of the coronavirus, and capture the moment it opens its mouth to infect a human cell. Scientists believe this is also its moment of weakness. Thank you all for joining this historic fight. We're going to talk about computer graphics and the work we're doing to push the boundaries. We love computer graphics and have advanced it incredibly in the time of NVIDIA. As the technology advanced, the expressiveness of the medium has made graphics an invaluable tool to help us understand our world, create and explore new worlds, tell stories that inspire us. From science to industry to the arts, computer graphics has made a profound impact on the world, and for that, we are privileged to have contributed. We're going to talk about gaming and the infinite ways that gaming is expanding. GeForce PC gaming is large and thriving. Its open and rapidly advancing technology, combined with the amazing creativity of the community, makes magic. Anyone could be a broadcaster now. Add a GeForce and you have a personal broadcast station. Pros stream their practices. Experts stream tips and tricks. Friends stream to friends just to hang out. There are over 20 million streamers. Games have become a new art medium. In Minecraft, gamers can build their work of art. Machinima artists create cinematics made from game assets. Tens of millions are using games to express their creativity. Inside a computer simulation, any sport can become esport. Virtual NASCAR and F1 are already attracting top racers. Like sports, esports captures the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, and the human drama of athletic competition. Esports is on its way to be the biggest sport. I have something special for all the GeForce gamers around the world. 4 gifts. I hope you like them, and you'll find new ways to game. First, big news. Fortnite is turning RTX on. Now Minecraft and Fortnite, the #1 and #2 most played games in the world, have RTX on. Fortnite will get ray trace shadows, reflections, ambient occlusion, and DLSS 2. These effects look fantastic with the art style of Fortnite. I can't wait to see a Fortnite concert with RTX on. The last one with Travis Scott was watched by 28 million people. Epic made a trailer for you. Let's play it now.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Nice.
75% of GeForce gamers play esports. Esports is a game of milliseconds. Reaction time is a combination of the gamer and the machine. Let me explain. This is Valorant. In this example, the opponent is traveling at 1500 pixels per second, and it's visible in this opening for only 180 milliseconds. A typical gamer has a reaction time of 150 milliseconds from photon to action. You can only hit this opponent if your PC adds less than 30 milliseconds. Most gamers have latencies far greater than 30 milliseconds, many up to 100 milliseconds. Today we're announcing a new esports technology called Nvidia Reflex. Nvidia Reflex optimizes the rendering pipeline across CPU and GPU to reduce latency by up to 50%. In September, we're releasing Reflex with our game-ready driver. Over 100 million GeForce gamers will instantly become more competitive.
Nice.
Valorant, Fortnite, Apex
Destiny
Legends,
2.
Call of Duty Warzone, and Destiny 2 will be the first to integrate Reflex technology.
Nice.
Esports pros and enthusiasts strive for zero latency. For you, we're announcing an insanely fast and beautiful display. A 360 Hertz G-Sync display designed for esports.
I
This
tested this
display
at,
has a built-in
CES.
precision
It totally
latency
fucking
analyzer.
works.
Just connect your mouse. The Nvidia 360 Hz G-Sync esports displays are arriving this fall from Acer, Alienware, ASUS, and MSI. We've made a video comparing gaming on a 60 Hz, 144 Hz,
That's
and
the demo I did.
360
Yeah,
Hz display.
that's funny.
You can see immediately how 360 Hz display will help you target and track an opponent.
It works.
For the 20 million
at
live
60, I
streamers,
missed
we have
all the
something really
shots.
cool
At
for you.
360, I
NVIDIA
was able to
Broadcast
get
turns
like
any room
4 out of 10
into a
or something like
broadcast
that.
studio. NVIDIA Broadcast runs AI algorithms trained by deep learning on NVIDIA's DGX supercomputer, one of the most powerful in the world. Effects like audio noise removal, virtual background effects whether graphics or video, and webcam auto-framing is a virtual camera person tracking you. These AI effects are amazing. Available for download in September and runs on any RTX GPU. Brandon and GeForce Marketing will now show you NVIDIA Broadcast.
All right.
Hey everybody, I'm Brandon and I'm very excited today to talk to you about our NVIDIA Broadcast app. Like many of you, I've been home a lot more lately. I've been video conferencing all day and then gaming and streaming all night, and I have a very basic webcam and microphone setup. NVIDIA Broadcast makes these things supercharged with a lot of new awesome features that really bring it out using the power of AI and RTX GPUs. The first one I want to talk about is noise removal. So I've asked my girlfriend to join me with a blow dryer here, and that distracting sound makes it very hard to understand what I'm saying. But when I turn on noise removal in NVIDIA Broadcast, you find that it's completely gone, and that blow dryer is still going. But NVIDIA Broadcast isn't just awesome audio features. There's some really exciting video features as well. Let's take a look. First up, we have the ability to blur your background, which you may notice that I need because I have a very cluttered and messy room. But when I turn this background blur feature on, all of a sudden I get this really classy effect, and I can adjust the strength of that from low to high and everything in between.
I can adjust that with my
Or,
camera.
if I want, I can actually replace the background altogether. Now I'm in a space station with the magic of AI. It's that easy. Or, if I want to jump into some gameplay, I can remove the background altogether and jump into some Valorant. And now I'm playing with a green screen effect without actually having to have one at home. I don't have to play good, but at least I
Who's
can look good.
messaging me?
Now, sometimes when I'm video conferencing or doing a just chatting stream, I want to zoom in to get a more personal connection with the audience. But the problem is I bounce around so much, it's easy for my head to get out of frame. With the auto frame feature, it's like having your own personal cameraman that follows you wherever you go. So, if for example, I wanted to reach over and grab my cool Valorant hat and show it to everybody, it follows me every step of the way. I just find NVIDIA Broadcast to be really exciting, as both a streamer and as someone who works from home. The ability to remove distracting noise,
Saw this
improve your
early on
background,
at,
and keep yourself in the center of the
TwitchCon
frame
last year.
are all
It's
awesome
cool to see
features
that they're
in one app,
really getting
and
us
I
to
just
the
can't wait
point
for you
that
guys
it
to
can
try
come
it.
out mass in production. But I can't even
A
talk.
new form of art has emerged from gaming called Machinima. Artists are using game assets to create cinematics. There's been tens of billions of views on YouTube. Most are shorts. Some are even recreating entire classic movies. It's becoming a whole new art genre. Today, I'm going to show you an app that will make these cinematics amazing. It's called NVIDIA Omniverse Machinima. It's an app built on our Omniverse 3D workflow collaboration platform. Omniverse is a universal design tool asset exchange with a viewer based on photorealistic path tracing. The engine is designed to be physically accurate, simulating light, physics, material, and artificial intelligence. We have connectors for most third-party design tools, like 3ds Max, Maya, Photoshop, Epic Unreal, Rhino, and many more. The Machinima app brings in elements and assets from games and third-party collections like TurboSquid, and lets you mix and compose them into a cinematic. Creators can use their webcam to drive our AI-based post estimator to animate characters, drive face animation AI with your voice, add high-fidelity physics like particles and fluids, make materials physically accurate, and then when done with your composition and mixing, render film quality cinematics with your RTX GPU. NVIDIA Omniverse Machinima, beta in October. Sign up at nvidia.com/machinima. Let me show you a demo we created in a few days. We started with assets from Mountain Blade 2, Bannerlord. You're gonna love this.
I'll fix the audio, chat. I know it shouldn't be coming on in this, and it is. I apologize.
Guys are getting better.
For 40 years, since NVIDIA researcher Turner Whitted first published his paper on ray tracing, computer science researchers have chased this dream to create super realistic virtual worlds with real-time ray tracing. NVIDIA, seeing the ultimate limits of rasterization approaching, focused intense efforts over the past 10 years to realize real-time ray tracing on a large scale. At SIGGRAPH 2 years ago, we announced the Nvidia Rtx. Now 2 years later, it is clear we have reinvented computer graphics. Nvidia Rtx is a full-stack invention. RTX starts with a brand new GPU architecture, but it is so much more. It includes new engine tech and a bunch of new rendering algorithms.
Here we go.
RTX is a home run. All major 3D APIs have been extended for RTX. RTX is supported by all major 3D tools. RTX tech is incorporated into all major game engines. There are hundreds of games in development and thousands of research papers of new rendering and AI algorithms enabled by RTX. The RTX GPU has 3 fundamental processors: the programmable shader that we first introduced over 15 years ago, RT Core to accelerate the ray triangle and ray bounding box intersections, an AI processing pipeline called Tensor Core. Tensor Core accelerates linear algebra that is used for deep neural network processing, the foundation of modern AI. AI is the most powerful technology force of our time. Computers that learn from data and write software that no humans can. The advances are nothing short of breathtaking. NVIDIA is doing groundbreaking work in this area. You might have seen our work in self-driving cars and robotics. Computer graphics and gaming will also be revolutionized by deep learning. Let me show you some recent works and the art of the possible. The first video is a generative adversarial network that has learned to synthesize virtual characters of any artistic genre, including photorealistic. Second is a neural network that animates a 3D face directly from voice.
You require more Vespine gas. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
The AI character can speak in any language, be any gender, and even rap and sing. Third is a character locomotion of infinite number of positions. Imagine negotiating arbitrary paths and obstacles. The fourth is reconstructing 3D from video. Imagine the possibilities. Record video, interact in 3D. This one is a deep learning model that learned the physics behavior of cloth animation.
I'm turning it off. Sorry.
Finally, this deep learning model of ray tracing can predict colors of missing pixels, so that fewer rays need to be cast and fewer pixels need to be fully rendered. We can achieve orders of magnitude speedups. AI is certain to play a giant role in the future of computer graphics and gaming. The powerful Tensor Cores and RTX GPUs will let us do AI in real time. One of the first major AI computer graphics breakthroughs is DLSS. Here's the challenge. Real-time ray tracing is far more beautiful, but requires a lot more computation per pixel than rasterization. So the solution is to ray trace fewer pixels and use AI on Tensor Cores to up-res to super-res to a higher resolution and boost frame rate. DLSS took nearly 2 years of intensive research. We built a supercomputer to train the network. The DLSS model is trained on extremely high quality, 16K, offline rendered images of many kinds of content. Once trained, the model is downloaded into your driver. At runtime, DLSS 2.0 takes in low resolution, aliased image and motion vector of the current frame, and the high resolution previous frame to generate a high resolution current frame. I think DLSS is one of our biggest breakthroughs in the last 10 years.
I think it is too.
Take a look at these images of Death Stranding, the latest game by Kojima-san. DLSS is sharper than native 4K and created detail from AI that native rendering didn't even show. and the frame rate is higher. Reviewers have loved DLSS 2.0. They say its quality beats out native rendering and runs even faster. You can play at 4K without a performance hit. Tensor Core effectively gives RTX a 2x performance boost. Let's look at one frame trace of a game to see the processors of RTX in action. Adding ray tracing to games dramatically increases the computation workload. Using shaders to do ray traversal and object intersection reduces the frame rate. We added the RT Core, which reduces shader workload by 60%. RT Core offloads the shaders by doing the ray triangle and ray bounding box intersection calculations. Using the same methodology as Microsoft Xbox, the RT Core is effectively a 34 teraflop shader, and Turing has an equivalent of 45 teraflops while ray tracing.
Wow.
Even with RT Core, the amount of time consumed is
impressive.
significant. So RT Core and shaders have to run concurrently. Even then, 20 milliseconds is only 50 frames per second, and still a step back in performance relative to previous generations. This is where the Tensor Core and DLSS come in. Rendering to a lower resolution, then using AI and super fast Tensor Core to effectively double frame rate. Now you can get ray tracing, get high resolution, and high frame rate at the same time.
Wow.
That's the magic of the three processors
Now let's
of
see
RTX.
this in practice.
Turing was our first generation RTX GPU, combining ray tracing, programmable shading, and AI. The flagship Turing had a ton of processing power, 11 shader teraflops, 34 RT teraflops, and 89 tensor teraflops.
Holy shit.
Let me show you our new RTX GPU. Ampere is a giant leap in performance. Ampere does 2 shader calculations per clock versus 1 on Turing. 30 shader teraflops compared to 11. Ampere doubles ray triangle intersection throughput. Ampere's RT Core delivers 58 RT teraflops compared to Turing's 34. And Ampere's new Tensor Core automatically identifies and removes less important DNA weights. And the new Tensor Core hardware processes the sparse network at twice the rate of Turing. 238 tensor flops compared to 89. Ladies and gentlemen, NVIDIA's new Ampere GPU, our second generation RTX, 28 billion transistors built on Samsung 8N NVIDIA custom process. All three processors
Trying to
double
not
rates
talk
over
over
Turing.
this. Basically,
A
we're getting
triple-double.
double the
It
performance
connects to
than we had
Micron's
last
new
gen from these
G6X,
cards.
the fastest memories ever made. The days of just relying on transistor performance scaling is over. Yet Ampere is an incredible 2 times the performance and energy efficiency
there he
of
is.
Turing. At NVIDIA, we use every engineering lever to squeeze every drop of performance out of the system. From architecture, custom process design, circuit design, logic design, packaging, custom SerDes I/O, memory, power and thermal design, PCB design, software and algorithms. Thousands of engineers per generation, billions of dollars. Full stack engineering and extreme craftsmanship is the hallmark of our GPUs. Our performance, energy efficiency, and low power are all world class. And real application performance highlights Ampere's new RT Core. The more ray tracing is done, the greater the Ampere speedup.
Here's my
Ampere
Apple
RT
card.
Core
Just
doubles
take
ray
it.
intersection processing. Its ray tracing is processed concurrently with shading. And Ampere can render
Let's go.
cinematic images with motion blur
Look at that.
8
Look at that
times
performance.
faster than Turing. Let's take a look at Ampere in action. At our kitchen GTC a few months ago, we showed Marbles, the world's first fully path-traced, photorealistic real-time graphics. It was running on our highest-end Turing Quadro RTX 8000. Turing was doing 720p, 25 frames per second. Today, we're going to run an enhanced version of Marbles with even more special effects, and it is running at 1440p, 30 frames per second, over 4 times the performance. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Marbles at night.
That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this, man. Look at this. Now we're seeing some next gen stuff. This is next gen. It's gonna cost you, but this is next gen. I love this. Sweet Christmas. Oh, I'm gonna be broke. Be broke, and I don't care.
Marvels
Yeah, Big Navi's gonna get some good performance, but
no
they're not coming till
rasterization,
later.
all
I'm
real time.
focusing on this right now. And Nvidia has the software
There are
to go with
hundreds
this
of
with
area lights,
DLSS.
including spherical area lights. There's no pre-baking, everything is dynamic. The depth of field is film quality and beautiful. Everything is dynamic. Diffuse GI, all dynamic. There are hundreds of rigid bodies, 80 million triangles. Materials are physically accurate. Physics simulation and volumetric rendering in real time.
Ridiculous. Jesus. Yeah.
DLSS
Yep.
2.0 is doing the super
Yeah, I'm gonna
resolution
start
and
selling
AI
ribs for
deep learning.
sure. Oh my god. I'm opening up a smoke pit on the weekends up the corner. This is some Toy Story shit. That's what this is right here. This obviously isn't a game. It's a demo, but let's see a game. Again, this is why I hope they show Cyberpunk. Just, I want to see this running on a game.
Let's compare Marbles Turing and Marbles Ampere. You can see dramatic visual quality jump of Ampere. Marbles on Turing runs at 720p 25 frames per second. Marbles on Ampere runs at 1440p 30 frames per second.
That.
More than 4 times the performance.
Wow.
And Ampere even did area lights and depth of field. A giant performance leap. Today's games are giant
There we
worlds,
go!
indoor
Let's do
and
it!
out, with photogrammetry, dense geometry, and lots of characters. Games are over 200 gigabytes and getting bigger. This is like 50,000 songs or 400 hours of streaming video. Games have pushed PC I/O and file systems to the breaking point. CPUs copy files from disk and decompress the game image. This is fine when the storage system was slow, 50 to 100 megabytes per second. Now with Gen 4 PCI Express and solid-state drives, PCs can transfer data
I'm
at
ready.
7 gigabytes per
do
second,
it.
100 times faster. CPU copying data to memory and decompressing game images is now the bottleneck. Decompressing data from 100 megabytes per second hard drives takes only a few CPU cores. However, decompressing from 7 gigabytes per second SSDs on PCIe Gen 4 takes over 20 CPU cores. Today, we're
God
announcing
damn it, I
NVIDIA
thought I turned
RTX
this
I/O
off.
with 3 new advances.
Sorry.
New I/O APIs for fast loading and streaming directly from SSD to GPU memory. GPU lossless decompression. And collaboration with Microsoft on direct storage for Windows that streamlines the transfer of data from storage to GPU memory. With NVIDIA RTX I/O, vast worlds will
1
load
second.
instantly. Picking up where you left off will be instant. This is a very big deal for next generation gaming. Let me show you Ampere in action in one of the most anticipated games of 2020, CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk.
Oh, shit.
This trailer is called Scenes of Cyberpunk RTX. It shows ray trace reflections,
here
diffuse
we go.
illumination, shadows, ambient occlusion, and DLSS 2.0. Enjoy.
Oh boy, that ray tracing. Let's go. Holy shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, our new flagship GPU, the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080, powered by Ampere, second generation RTX architecture.
All right, boys, here we go. Let's see if the rumors are true. Jesus Christ, Cyberpunk looks so good. cannot wait. It is. All the leaks are true. Let's do it.
The Nvidia RTX.
There's that 12-pin connector.
I have one right here. Let me show it to you.
It was there the whole time. That's funny.
It is beautiful. Look at this. The RTX 3080. It is wonderfully crafted. It's going to look beautiful in your PC. And it lights up. Now let me tell you about some of the other exciting technologies inside. Turing used G6, the fastest memories at that time. The industry thought that was the limit. For Ampere, we had to push through that limit. Working with Micron, we designed the world's first memories with PAM4 signaling, pulse amplitude modulation, with 4 voltage levels that encode 2 bits of data each, 0001, 1011. Each voltage step is only 250 millivolts. So in the same period of time, G6X can transmit twice as much data as G6.
Wow.
PAM4 is extreme signaling technology, and it's just becoming used in high-speed networking. The Ampere thermal architecture is the first ever flow-through design, working harmoniously with PC chassis cooling system, pulling in cool air from the outside, flowing through the GPU, and pushing hot air straight out the chassis. To allow room for a fan to flow air directly through the module, our engineers architect a super dense PCB design that is 50% smaller than previous, while adding the bigger Ampere GPUs, HDMI 2.1, PCI Express 4.0, and G6X. There are 2 independently controlled fans. The bracket front fan pulls cool air from the bottom and pushes the heated air out through the graphics card brackets. A backside pull-through fan passes cool air over the fins of the heat pipe and directs the hot air to the top and back of the chassis to be exhausted by the system fan. The 3080 flow-through system is 3 times quieter and keeps the GPU 20 degrees cooler than the Turing.
3090's in the stove.
It can cool 90 watts more than Turing. The generational leap is ultimately the most important factor of new GPUs. A significant technology advance is needed to inspire content developers to create the next level of content and for the install base to upgrade. Let's see how the 3080 stacks up to previous generation architectures on the latest graphics-intensive games. 3080 is faster than 2080 Ti. 3080 is twice the performance of 2080 at the same price. Ampere is the biggest generational leap we've ever had. Ladies and gentlemen, NVIDIA GeForce RTX
3090's coming. He's going to put it over there with the 2080
GPU,
Ti.
powered by Ampere, our 2nd generation RTX GPU architecture. Incredible amounts of processing in the shader.
The rumor's true. That's what
RT
the rumor
ray
was,
tracing core,
$800.
and Tensor Core for processing AI. 10 gigabytes of G6X, twice the processing power of 2080, and at the same price, starting at $699.
What?
Available September 17th.
Holy shit. $699.
One of our most popular GPUs is the 70 series.
Wow.
970, 1070,
Wow.
2070.
Wow.
We're all
Okay.
hugely popular.
Okay, I'm
You're
digging
gonna
that
love
price.
the new
I'm really
RTX
digging that
37.
price.
Faster than the 2080 Ti, the Turing enthusiast GPU priced at $1,200. Ladies and gentlemen, the new GeForce RTX 3070. Let me show it to you.
Yeah, I think he's gonna bring the 90 out last.
It's a work of art. 20 shader
Wow.
teraflops.
They dropped.
40
They're worried about
RT
Big Navi.
teraflops.
They're coming in with cheap
And
prices.
163 teraflops tensor core for AI processing. With 8 gigabytes of G6, RTX 3070 is faster than the $1,200
Wow.
RTX 2080
So there you go. 3070
Ti,
is going to outperform a 2080
starting
Ti.
at $499.
Wow, $500
Available
bucks.
in October.
There you go.
Every generation, we pack in our best ideas to increase performance while introducing new features that enhance image quality. Every couple of generations, the stars align, as it did with Pascal, and we get a giant generational leap. Pascal was known as the perfect 10. Pascal was
boy.
a huge
Comes that
success and set a
3090.
very high bar. It took the super family of Turing to meaningfully exceed Pascal on game performances without ray tracing. With ray tracing turned on, Pascal, using programmable shaders to compute ray triangle intersections, fell far behind Turing's RT core. And Turing with ray tracing on reached the same performance as Pascal with ray tracing off.
If pre-orders go live, let
On
me
a
know,
technical
chat.
basis,
Oops,
this
sorry.
was a huge achievement. The images are far more beautiful, and reflection and shadow artifacts are gone. But gamers want it more. They want every generation to be more realistic
Yes.
and higher frame rate at the same time. So we double down on everything. Twice the shader,
What we doing
twice the ray tracing,
What we
and
doing?
twice the tensor core. The triple double. Ampere knocks the daylights out of Pascal on ray tracing. And even with ray tracing
If that
on,
3090 is
crushes
$1,000 or
Pascal on
less,
frame rate.
holy shit.
To all my Pascal gamer friends, it is safe to upgrade now. Amazing ray tracing games are coming. Activision and developer Treyarch are launching a new Call of Duty on November 13th. It's a masterpiece and it looks incredible. There are dynamic lights, ray tracing, shadows and ambient occlusion, DLSS 2.0, and Nvidia Reflex super low latency technology. The last Call of Duty sold an amazing 30 million copies. Activision put together this trailer of never before seen footage. Enjoy.
I cannot believe that 3080 is that price. Oh, I'm on that 3090 train now because it looks like it's going to be what I thought the 3080 was going to cost. 100% I'm going 3090 at this point. I can't imagine why I wouldn't.
Let me talk to you about one more thing. Several years ago, we started building the Titan, pushing the GPU to the absolute
go.
limit to create the best graphics card of that generation. It was built in limited quantities only through NVIDIA. The distribution was limited. The demand surprised us. Creatives were making 4K movies, rendering cinematics. Researchers built workstations for data science and AI. Bloggers built broadcast workstations. Flight and racing simulation fans
I gotta
built
get loose
sim
for this
rigs.
one. Oh boy.
There is clearly a need for a giant GPU that is available all over the world.
3090.
So we made a giant Ampere. Ladies and gentlemen, the RTX 3090.
Is in the oven. We were right. There it is. Beast.
Alrighty.
I must have this.
3090 is a beast, a ferocious GPU, a BF GPU, 36 shader teraflops, 69 RT teraflops, 285 tensor teraflops, and it comes with a massive 24 gigabytes of G6X.
Oh. No,
It comes with a silencer, a
Screw it.
3-slot dual axle flow-through
I gotta
design,
get it anyways.
10 times quieter, and keeps the GPU 30 degrees cooler than the Titan RTX design. But there's more. The 3090 is so big, that for the very first time,
Wow,
we can play
8K.
games at 60 frames per second in 8K.
Jesus.
This is insane. Because it's impossible for us to show you what it looks like on the stream, we invited some friends to check it out. Roll the clip.
Andy, and this is Tim.
Kind of funny, Tim. That's awesome.
Woo!
Adam.
I've never been more excited to do anything.
Nice.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
No way.
This is f***ing incredible, dude.
This is amazing.
Holy.
The resolution on this is silly. My god. You can see wear and tear on the treads.
Look at this.
Why is it so detailed? All right. Move fast and shoot things.
This is 8K, sir. I can see everything. Oh, I need to shoot you, though.
Not a whole lot of people have seen something like this.
This is so realistic. I feel like I'm really in battle.
This is insane. I want to look at the pretty things. There we go. Dude, the ray tracing is insane on this.
These are the sizzle reels that you see.
This is basically hacks.
And then it's like, it'll never look like that. But it does.
I'm like looking across the vistas, the grand vistas that are
Yep, that's
happening
Adam
right
Sessler.
Holy sh!
It's
Look
Tim
at this.
Geddes.
This feels
Andy
like a
Cortez.
Disneyland experience. Oh, it is so smooth. It's butter.
Oh, it's smooth as sh**, dude.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I mean, this is game changing. There's no other way to put it. My mind is blown, dude.
Wow.
It's been 20 years since the Nvidia GPU introduced programmable shading. The GPU revolutionized modern computer graphics. Developers jumped on and invented clever algorithms, like shaders that simulate realistic materials, or post-processing effects for soft shadows, ambient occlusion, and reflections. Developers pushed the limits of rasterization beyond anyone's expectations. Meanwhile, Nvidia GPU processing increased a stunning 100,000-fold. Gaming became a powerful technology driver. Gamers grew to billions, and gaming pushed into all aspects of entertainment and culture. If the last 20 years was amazing, the next 20 will seem nothing short of science fiction. Today's Ampere launch is a giant step into the future. This is our greatest generational leap ever. The second generation Nvidia Rtx, fusing programmable shading, ray tracing, and artificial intelligence, gives us photorealistic graphics and the highest frame rates at the same time. Once the holy grail of computer graphics, ray tracing is now the standard. And Ampere is going to bring you joy beyond gaming. Nvidia Reflex to improve your response time. Nvidia Broadcast turns any room into a studio. And Omniverse Machinima turns you into an animated filmmaker. We are super pleased with 3070, 3080, and 3090, the first three members of the Ampere generation. You're going to feel a boost like never before. I can't wait to go forward 20 years to see what RTX started. Homes will have holodecks. We will beam ourselves through time and space, traveling at the speed of light, sending photons, not atoms. In this future, GeForce is your holodeck, your lightspeed starship, your time machine. In this future, we will look back and realize that it started here. Thank you for joining us today, and to all of our fans for celebrating the arrival of Ampere.
Okay. Looks like that's it. Whoops. Wrong one. Yeah, so that's it. That was the event. What did everybody think? I mean, the 3080 is clearly the smart play to get for this, clearly. 3070 at that price is pretty impressive as well, seeing that it can outperform a 2080 Ti. Yeah, 3090 is a big boy. That's a thick boy. I'm almost tempted to say, like, again, I'll take Cyberpunk as an example. You might be able to push plus 100 frames with that thing at 4K with DLSS. I mean, I guess we'll see. We'll see once the benchmarks and everything starts coming out. But I was impressed with this. This was good. This was good. They're definitely pushing forward the next generation of gaming, along with a combination of hardware and software. I do think DLSS is a game changer for performance on PC, allowing us to get these higher resolutions, including ray tracing. Obviously, the ray tracing, they're doubling the performance from what we saw in the past. Throw in DLSS, we're going to be able to keep the high frame rates that we want as well. It's impressive. And price-wise, look, it's PC gaming, so it's never going to be cheap, but it's not insane expensive with this. The fact that that 3080 is coming in at that price is decent. I mean, what was it, $699 for the 3080? So even if that rumored 20 gig version is coming, I mean, that should be available at 1,000 at the most. I mean, it's not going to be insane, and that 3070 is going to be the show in all this. Let me change something really quick. All right, let me make that full screen. Bring this over here. But yeah, I'm good with it. I'm just looking at the chat now. See what people are saying. 3080 costs a couple hundred. Yeah. Exactly what Unexpected saying. 3080 costs a couple hundred more than new consoles is going to smoke them. It will. If you're into PC gaming and you have a higher end CPU and everything, throw that GPU in there. You're playing anything that you're going to see in a current next gen console. You're going to be able to throw at that 3080, and it's going to look just as good, if not better. Most likely better, especially with the ray tracing performance. Yeah, 3070 definitely looks small. I am going to the Nvidia website because I want to see if this stuff is up to purchase. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Not yet. Nvidia does not have them up for sale yet. But like I said, I definitely like what I saw. Hold on, I'm going to tweet this out really quick. So $1,600 from retail, correct on price. Yeah, if you see it going on a pre-order somewhere, let me know, because I am going to jump on that. And seeing what the chat was saying. Yeah, hit that oven. Yeah, 3070 is the get here. That because of the price versus performance, that's the best bargain. Now, again, especially if you're doing 1440p, no question, go get that 3070 because you're going to be able to play in high frames, ray tracing enabled. You're going to be good with just a 3070. 3080, now you're starting to dip into 4K range. I think at a minimum you can expect to get consistent 60 frames per second with ray tracing enabled and DLSS. 3090, that's if you're just trying to go for the monster. If you just want a monster. I'm looking at my PC right now. It's a thick boy, but that thick boy will fit right in here. So as crazy as it sounds that it costs that much, I'm considering it for sure. But it all looks good. It looks really good. I think Nvidia did a great job with this. They kept this presentation tight to the point. We saw the features. They displayed games that people are going to want to play to show them off, to show how it works. I thought this was good. just looking at social media right now, overall, it looks like people enjoyed this. Looks like a lot of people like this. They really like what they saw. 3090 content creator. It may be. I'm not gonna say no. Yeah. Yep, this looks good. But again, guys, thank you for hanging out for this. I mean, they told me to prepare for 2 hours, but obviously this one went a lot shorter. It was awesome to see the Kind of Funny guys get to check out that 3090 and 8K. But this was really good. Like I said before, at 3070, if you're just getting into PC gaming, building a PC, definitely look at that 3070. I would also say look at the secondhand market. There's going to be a lot of 2080s and 2080 Ti's out there for a very reasonable price because of this. Look into that as well, especially if you're just getting into PC gaming and ray tracing isn't a big deal to you. You can still take advantage of DLSS and get high performance out of those cards. But that 3080, that is a very reasonable price for 4K gaming. I'm very happy to see that. And obviously 3090 is just going to be for the enthusiasts. So, but this is good. You can see them dropping the 3090 in now just before Cyberpunk. I thought they said the 3090 was coming now. Oh, thank you, Mr. Boba. Thank you. I appreciate you checking this out. I appreciate you hanging out with me. There was a lot of people here, man. Everyone that's been here, just thank you, because I honestly didn't know what to expect. Obviously, I was posting on social media the last couple of days, but this was my E3. This is what I was looking forward to because, you know, as you guys already know with Cyberpunk, I've been anticipating that game for the past couple of years. The PC that I built was for that game. This was the final piece. So now I basically just need to decide, do I go 3080 or do I go 3090? And I'll just go from there. Awesome. I have a PCIe 4. I have an X570 motherboard, so I have PCIe 4.0, so I can take full advantage of all this. Oh, you watched my Cyberpunk vid. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. And I did all of this while work was emailing me the entire time because we had a mini issue, but all good. So, yeah, I'm impressed with these cards. I'm definitely impressed with them. We're getting next gen. This is the next gen of PC gaming is starting now. Obviously, AMD, we'll see what they do down the road. But for what NVIDIA is doing, I've been an NVIDIA guy for a long time. I'm excited for this. This is what I wanted to see. They showed the game that I wanted to see, and it looked incredible. I'm excited. So, like I said, people are talking on Twitter now. Now we're just waiting for pre-orders to open up, and I'm sure people are going to be jumping all over that. I'm planning to jump on it, and we'll go from there. And thank you for that super chat. I do apologize for the alert audio. I thought I turned it off. I'm going to have to troubleshoot that and figure that out because, yeah, that was pretty annoying. So I do apologize for that during the stream. And Bart, thank you for the super chat. You're saying, Paris, enjoy your streams. Think it'll be able to ship by the time Cyberpunk comes out. Yeah, you're going to have to jump on it right away. There's going to be a high demand for these cards, especially at those prices. For sure. So if you're looking to get one of these cards for Cyberpunk, the second this stuff goes on pre-order, I would jump on it. Yeah, there's that annoying alert noise. So I apologize for that again. But I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I thought we'd have more, but that was it. But I really appreciate everyone hanging out for this. Wait, product pages are up. Link. Where's the link? Hold on. We ain't going nowhere yet. Because we'll do this on air. What is this up? I see nothing. I don't see no product page. Where's the link? Ah, damn it. Okay, got me excited. Okay, no pre-orders yet. All right. Well, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this now. I appreciate you guys hanging out for this. Thank you to NVIDIA for sponsoring me to be able to do this stream. This was a lot of fun. Got some good information out of it. But yeah, man, if you're into PC gaming, be excited for these new Ampere cards, this 3000 series. I think there's definitely something there for everyone. Like I said, even if the 3070 is kind of out of your price range, these 2000 series cards, you're going to see some great deals on those as well. So be on the lookout on the secondhand market. But thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you to the mods that were in here as well, because I know I saw a couple ridiculous comments while this was going on. But overall, this was good. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the new subs. Appreciate the super chats. Still growing this channel out. Cyberpunk, we're less than 80 days away, man. So all this stuff is coming soon, and I'll wait till the annoying noise goes through. And yeah, as soon as we get more information on these cards, if I get anything, I'll definitely have up on the channel. We'll talk about it on Gamertag Radio, Twitter, all that good stuff. So again, thank you guys for hanging out. This was fun, and I'll see you guys soon.